Hi there, welcome to Russell House, the home of Forget-Me-Not Children's Hospice. You'll join us here in the reception area of the building, and this is where you'll first come when you come to the building, and you'll be greeted by some of our lovely reception volunteers or a member of our staff who you can see behind us right now. Hopefully today what we're going to do is go on a 360-degree tour and show you what a children's hospice is really like, hopefully dispel a few myths along the way, and show you what a lovely caring place this can be for local children and families who really need our support. So you join us here in our hub. So this is the heart of the hospice, is where a lot of your daytime activities happen, and it's a lovely, warm, welcoming environment to be able to come into for the entire family to use. We'll just have a little look around and you can see the different facilities that are on offer here. So you can see just over here to my right hand side we've got a nice seating facility just in front of a big screen TV, so you can put a film on, you might want to read a magazine, just have a cup of tea and unwind. It's great for families, not just for the child but also for mums and dads to be able to come and just let their worries out, let them be able to have a conversation with other people who are here too. We've got a nice bit of a play area over here to my left hand side, and then just up here you can see we've also got your dining facilities too. So over in the corner we've got our kitchen, so we can prepare any meal that the families want when they're here, making sure that they get the choices and a good meal in them as well. And then over here we've got our dining room area too, so you can get your meals fed for you. And we've also got Veronica, so a member of our housekeeping team, making sure that she's keeping the hospice nice and clean and up to the high care quality commission, high standards that we're very good at doing over here too. It's just a great place for the whole family to use. Brothers and sisters, mums and dads, it's here for everyone. So this is a hydrotherapy pool at the hospice. It's a fantastic facility for us to be able to offer to families, and as you can see it's just a brilliant place to be able to come enjoy a bit of a splash around as well. So you can see up on the roof we've got our hoists, which helps children being able to get in and out of the pool really safely and easily. A lot of the children and families that we support find getting to public swimming pools quite difficult, whether it's due to access reasons, whether it's due to the cleaning facilities or just the cleanliness of the place. Obviously we keep our pool to such a high standard, and we've got that accessibility that anyone can use this pool, which is a fantastic thing to be able to offer. You can see the sensory lights that are in there. You can get brothers and sisters getting in there as well, so mum and dad can get in there too, so you can enjoy a bit of family fun, or it can be used for hydrotherapy. So for children who might be in wheelchairs all day, it's a fantastic opportunity for them to come in here, relax their muscles, being able to do a bit of stretching in there. It's really, really beneficial for them too. Just over here behind the wall, which you just can't see out the shop, we've got changing facilities as well, so everything's kept under one room, and it's a lovely place to be able to come, like I say, enjoy a bit of a splash around. So this is our sensory room. What a fantastic room to be able to be in, and a fantastic room to be able to offer for children and families local to us too. You can see all the different gadgets that are in here. Fantastic for them to just come in here and play with the different things we've got going on. So just over here on the left hand side of me, we've got things which interact with children's noises. So even for children who might not be able to talk or be able to speak, if they can clap their hands, it can make the dials on there change and become more and more colourful, so they can see their actions having reactions, which is really, really important too. We've got our bubble tube over here, so you can see it's yellow at the moment. Children can use this little controller. They can choose the different colours that they want it to be. We actually found a really, really interesting, just a few months ago, that we had a child here who was registered as being blind, and mum and dad brought the child in here, and they were using the bubble tube. They'd been given the controls, and they kept clicking on the colour yellow, and it turned out that they could actually see hints of the colour yellow, and it was just by giving that child the power, putting the power in their hands, that they were able to show us that. So obviously that makes a huge difference to that family who can now at home, put yellow around the cooker, put it at the top of stairs, and it just makes a big difference to their lives. We've got our touch wall here as well, so for children who might not be able to hold pens and pencils, they can still create their own piece of artwork by just pressing their arm up against this wall and creating their own bespoke piece of art. Take a picture of it and we can give it to mum and dad, so they've got something that their child's created, which is so, so important too. And just behind me over here we've got our waterbed. So the waterbed, as well as it being a nice and relaxing place to just chill out, it's actually hooked up to our stereo system too. So for children who are deaf or hard of hearing, they can actually lay on this waterbed, and by us pumping music through the bed, it vibrates, and children can experience music through vibration, which is just an amazing thing to be able to offer. And so many people don't know that these sort of facilities are available within a children's hospice, so it's great for us to be able to show you. So as you may be able to tell, we're now in our music room, one of the most popular rooms within Russell House. Children can come in here for a huge range of different reasons, so whether they wanting to write a song, whether it's they're wanting to just do a bit of emotional support with our music therapist, or whether they're wanting to do a bit of family activity as well. And we've got stuff ranging from your most high-tech things through to your most basic things, and yet every single bit of equipment in here has got a really, really useful purpose. So just over here to my right hand side, you can see we've got our sound beams. They're really, really cool bits of kit where children who might not be able to pick up instruments like you or I, they can sit in front of these beams and they can actually make their own song just through the movement of their body. So they can move around in front of these beams and it'll pick up that movement and turn it into noise. So they'll create their own unique song which we can then put on a CD and give to mum and dad, something that mum and dad probably thought they'd never be able to have, and we've been able to do it up here at the hospice. But from your most high-tech things through to your most basic things, just over here you can see we've got a range of different drums. You know, whether that's the poorly child who's staying with us or brothers and sisters who are coming in. A lot of these kids might have some frustrations, some anger, and they just want to get that off the chest. Nothing beats doing that than just banging a drum, you know, letting that emotion out there. So it's a fantastic way to be able to do that in a really, really healthy way too. And we also do a lot of memory making too. So one of the really cool things that we can do with memory making is for families who are expecting a child. We can actually record baby's heartbeat. And we can use that heartbeat as the beat in a song. So mum and dad might want to play some instruments, brothers and sisters might want to do some singing, and we can wrap it all up and put it onto a CD for that family to keep forever. And we actually had one family who did that, and they were able to use that song as a song that they walked down the aisle to at their wedding. So you just think, even though that baby might not have been able to be a part of the wedding, they were still a part of it through the music that was there, and it was just a really important thing for them to be able to cherish. And something that they'll be able to keep forever. So music makes a huge difference to our families' lives, and we're really blessed to be able to have this facility to offer them, and our amazing music therapist as well. So we're now in our playroom, a fantastic room for kids to be able to come in and just enjoy themselves whilst they're here. We have everything from your toddler groups coming in here through to your rainbow baby groups as well. So that's where you've got families who have lost a child and gone on to have another baby. They have the opportunity to come in here and enjoy the room as well. But there's loads and loads of different toys, and everyone can just enjoy whatever they enjoy doing. Every child that comes to us, we get what we call a play passport for them. And in that play passport, it'll say what their favourite colours are, what their favourite toys are. And it just means that when they come to us, or sometimes we might even go out to the family's home and provide this care over there, we know exactly what that child likes, exactly what they enjoy doing, so that our visits can always be as beneficial for that family as possible. It's just a lovely place to be able to come, chill out and play some games, just be a child. We're now in the gardens here at Russell House. We've got the lovely hospice building here behind us, and our gardens are a lovely place for families to be able to come and enjoy on a nice warm day. So we've got lovely paths which are wheelchair friendly, so children can get all the way around the gardens. We've got raised beds so kids can use them if they're in wheelchairs. We've actually got one of our volunteers over here doing one of our beds at the moment. That's Emma over there. And it's just a lovely place for families to be able to come and enjoy a bit of fresh air whilst they're here with us. We're now in one of the 4 bedrooms that we have up here at Russell House. People are sometimes surprised that we only have 4 bedrooms, but actually it's the perfect amount for the families that we need. And that's the fact that most people use these rooms for respite care, so they might be coming for a one-night stay or maybe coming for weekend support. Another one of the main reasons why people will be using these rooms is for step-down care. So when a family might have been to hospital and that child's ready to leave hospital but not quite ready to go home yet, they can come here and mum and dad can be supported through that whole procedure. So the whole process of getting that child ready to go home, maybe helping them with the feeds and stuff like that. So it's just a great place for families to come and have their own little area too. So as you can see in here, it's quite plainly decorated at the moment, and the idea is that if a family comes in, we want to decorate it to however that child wants. So they can bring their own bed sheets. If they're a big football fan, they can get the football posters up on the walls and stuff like that as well. So we can make it feel like it's their room when they're here with us. This bedroom actually has an adjoining wall, which you can just see here to the left hand side of me. And that means that if we've got brothers and sisters or a large family who's staying over, we can push that wall back and the families can actually share that large room, which is really convenient too. All of our bedrooms open out onto the gardens too, so we can get some fresh air into the room, which is obviously really important. And then just over here, we want it to feel as much like a bedroom as possible, but obviously we do need some pieces of equipment in here for the reasons of care. So just behind here, we've hidden away our nurse's station. So you wouldn't normally find one of these sort of things in a child's bedroom, so we didn't want it to just be ever present in the child's bedroom here either. So we hide it away to make it feel as homely and as much just like a normal bedroom as possible. We also have some holes in the walls just down here, so children who might be on ventilation equipment, we can post the tubes straight through the wall. If it's quite noisy, it means the child can still have a peaceful night's sleep while the machinery is out in the hallway too. So everything's thought about just to make sure that it can feel as much of a homely experience as possible when families are here. Every bedroom also has its own ensuite bathroom, so we'll go through and show you the wet room now as well. So we're now in one of the children's bathrooms, adjoined onto the bedroom, and as you can see, it's a nice big space, really easy to get wheelchairs in, get wet beds in as well if need be. We've got a hoist that goes all the way around the bathroom so that children can easily get in showers, they can get in baths, and each of our bathrooms have a little bit of difference in them as well. So you can see this one here is a wet room. Some of them have adaptable baths in them, and like I say, some of them have showers as well. And we'll make sure that the children who need the certain bathrooms are in the right rooms. We've also got some really cool equipment in here too. So for example, we've got our sink, which can go up and down. So for example, if we've got a child in a wheelchair, we can raise the sink so that the chair can get underneath the sink, and it just gives them that bit of independence, the opportunity to be able to brush their teeth in front of the mirror. We've got our stand-up dryers as well, so where children might just be able to go in front of a dryer and get dried on their own without relying on mum and dad drying them. So you just think, for the teenagers that we look after, the independence that can give them is really, really important too. But yeah, it's just a really nice, big, spacious area for them to be able to get clean. So we're now in our counselling room up here at the hospice, and it's a really, really nice room to be able to offer to families, not just mum and dad, but also grandmas and granddads, and even brothers and sisters and children themselves, to come in here and talk to a counsellor and just talk to people about their inner feelings and what they're going through as well. It can be a really difficult time, obviously, for every member of that family, and we want them to know that there's always someone there for them to be able to talk to, someone there for them to be able to lean on. You can see on this bookcase that we've got over here just a plethora of different opportunities that we have to work with children to deal with counselling. So it's not always just face-to-face, one-on-one talking. We've got our worry monsters down here where children can write down their worries and feed it to the worry monster. It just gives them an opportunity to do something a bit more creative and something that they'll remember as well, something really, really powerful for them too. But we're always here to be able to talk to them, and this room just gives them a fantastic place to be able to come, have a chat, and tell people about their inner feelings as well. So we're now in one of the 2 family bedrooms that we've actually got here at Russell House, and they're just fantastic places, put to a really high spec for parents to be able to stay over as well. And obviously for a lot of the families that come here, it might be the first ever time that family, those parents, are going to be leaving their child in the hands of someone else to be delivering their care, and it can be quite a daunting thing to do. So we've offered these bedrooms out for parents to be able to come here and be safe in the knowledge that just downstairs their child's being cared for around the clock by our care team. And if it gets to 3 o'clock in the morning and mum just wants to pop downstairs and make sure everything's okay, she can do that. But the idea is they can come here and just relax and be themselves. We can bring the meals up here to them as well, so you don't just have to be constantly running around. We can make sure you feel as looked after as possible, because that's what we do here at Russell House. We look after every single member of that family. I'll try and make sure that we're here to do whatever you want us to do whilst you're here. You can even bring your dog, so it very much so inclusive of that entire family unit, because we know dogs are just like your other children as well. And yeah, hopefully by now you've seen, as you've been going around the hospice, it isn't just that scary place that people are afraid to go to. We're very much so a home away from home for families, and a great place for them to be able to come and make some really special memories as well. And that's Russell House really. So we've been around the gardens, we've been around the hospice, but we just wanted to leave you with one last little bit, and that was, why is Russell House called Russell House? So over 20 years ago now, a local mum, she had twin boys, and one of those boys had a life-shortening condition, and at the time there was no children's hospice around here to be able to support children like Russell. So what did she do? She went about setting up her own charity to be able to care for families within Kirklees, Calderdale, Wakefield and West Yorkshire who needed that support locally to them. Fast forward 20 odd years, and this is what we've got now. This fantastic state-of-the-art facilities which is open for families all year round, making sure that families know there's always somewhere that they can go and a second place that they can call their home. I hope you've enjoyed your tour around our hospice today. If you do want to find anything else out about Forget Me Not, feel free to visit our website www.forgetmenotchild.co.uk or give us a call on 01484 411 040. So thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thank you.